you, and what is your business?
I'm Madelon Guinazzo, and my business is Cuddlist. And because I found myself uniquely qualified to train people to do this new service that was out there. I've been facilitating cuddle parties for years and had learned firsthand how transformative it was for people to really learn how to communicate with full consent, with really taking the time and attention to be aware of what they wanted and what other people wanted, and to find the way to really listen and honor both of those from moment to moment to moment. I also discovered how just amazing and important it is for people to have safe, healthy, affectionate touch, to connect, and actually whether they were physically touching or not, but to be present with each other in this way. People started thriving, people started blooming, people started opening up, people with anxiety, people with depression, people with arthritis or chronic pain, people who felt isolated and awkward and alienated, just started like flowing and glowing, literally. So it became really important to me to form a training where people who are naturally compassionate, people who are naturally empathetic, people who have these qualities of knowing how to connect intuitively could create a safe container and have some training and some backing behind them to be able to make this available to their clients. And I found that for myself, this was a personal path of really knowing how to have healthy boundaries, to have the self-respect and courage and self-esteem to know that saying no was really necessary to connecting in authentic, kind ways. And so my training is to teach that to other people, to help people who want to connect and offer what they have available to those in need, and to do it in a really healthy, safe, comfortable way.
So who uses this service?
Well, there's those who enroll in the training, which are people, again, who have these natural resources, natural coaches, healers, people who love helping other people, draw people out and listen to people and be present with people, and have this, like, you know, natural resource of what some people call now emotional labor, which is a really beautiful way of just helping people feel seen, heard, honored, and appreciated. And they come to me so that they can, one, have a community of support, so they can learn some practical guidelines around this, and learn how to honor and listen to themselves in a professional container.
So those are the trainees, but who uses the service?
Well, the clients, right? So those are the clients. So our clients are the people who pay for the training, and then we offer them, we create a platform where clients, people who are in need of this kind of a service, can feel confident looking at people, knowing that they have some training, that they have support and mentors and backing, and that there's a code of conduct, and read about the particular people involved. And these are people from all walks of life, and it doesn't matter, you know, people come for all kinds of reasons. But some I mentioned earlier about anxiety, depression, chronic pain, people who are lonely, people who are going through breakups, people who are in relationships maybe where their needs don't always meet around touch, and they want to have a safe container to get those needs met. Older people who are lonely and isolated, really anyone, people who work in high technology fields, people who are kind of isolated and who travel a lot for work and don't get a lot of healthy human interaction. Yeah, and it's so wonderful just to know that those people have someone that they can connect with in a safe space to be appreciated and seen and heard.
What makes you a great person for this job?
My heart is in it. I think that's it. It's really what I was designed to do. I think there was a point in my 30s where I thought, what am I here to do? How am I ever going to find the thing that I really want to commit to and pour my whole heart into? And I realized at that point that I couldn't find it because it didn't exist yet. And that's what's true. When professional cuddling, you know, showed up, I realized that this was the thing I'd been preparing for my whole life. So I'm uniquely qualified. I have a lot of presence training, a lot of physical embodiment training around movement and theater and acting. I'm a communication studies major. I also work with healthcare professionals, teaching them about consent and how to work with patients and build rapport and be sensitive in highly charged situations. I've been facilitating cuddle parties for years and teaching people how to hold the energy of rooms full of people. And I'm a natural introvert, so when I could convert that into working with people one-on-one, and then I love mentoring people like myself and helping them build the inner skills and the inner strength, the inner authority and agency to really hold that space with confidence.
Do you think that your experience as a woman helps uniquely inform this work, and if so, how?
Well, it's interesting you say that. Gender is something that is a little more flexible these days in terms of how we think about it. So I do think that the feminine qualities of being nurturing, being empathic, being compassionate, of really tuning into people are a large part of the skills for this job. And then the other side of that is, again, having that the strength and the authority. So whether you're a man or a woman, but in our culture, women often, those skills are undervalued and not appreciated. And they've also haven't been given as much encouragement and support necessarily to stand up for themselves, to be able to assert themselves. Those are things that sometimes women get this backlash of the B word, or that they're too, aggressive, and they're not encouraged or reinforced. So finding ways to do that are really firm and loving and inviting and open, I love that. I love doing that for women.
What else do you want people to know about this business?
The world is changing. The world is changing so quickly. And I love that we get to change with it and keep up. And to me, this business is about self-actualization. And teaching consent is about the understanding that to get from where we are to where we want to go, to everybody being self-actualized and satisfied and thriving and happy in their lives, what that means is really coming from a place of acknowledging that everyone matters. Everyone matters. What we feel and think and need and want in the moment matters equally to what everyone else needs and wants. And consent is a way to communicate so that everyone feels safe in that. Everyone feels seen and heard and respected in that. And no one's going to be railroaded over or bulldozed for somebody else's agenda. And to me, that's a vision of the future for all of us, of the world I want to live in together.